to Nigeria in terms of proceeds, transfers through Western Union and all that. Can you imagine if we create a market that can feed these people in terms of agricultural produce? Because I notice Nigerians abroad are always looking for the opportunity, or they still buy Nigerian agricultural produce. So this is an opportunity for us to make the money rather than complaining.
All right, Aliyu, I agree with you when you said that certainly we can't leave all of these things to government alone. But you also talked about the fact that government needs to create an enabling environment and a good business environment for all of these things. Now, tapping from the question my colleague Azizat asked you earlier on, we know the difference between the market worth of cocoa and the market worth of chocolate, for instance. So if we're taking that into cognizance in the place of yam, do you think government has failed when it comes to creating an enabling environment for other private investors to come in to provide the market chain value of turning yam into different kind of products?
Now, I could say government has failed in terms of infrastructure, electricity. I can say government has failed in terms of infrastructure and electricity, but I wouldn't say yam exportation. I can't blame that on government, or I cannot blame agriculture on government, because, government is supposed to provide the land is already there. The biggest resource we need in agriculture is land, so the land is already there. So what it entails now is, people coming together and forming unions, forming cooperatives, and harnessing what we already. Agriculture is available to everybody, and it doesn't require lots. So we cannot really wait for government and say we have to blame government because we cannot export yam. I don't think that's correct. I can blame government because there's no electricity. I can blame government because there's no road, but I wouldn't blame yam exportation, yam harvesting, yam farming on government. 80% of yam farming and exportation relies on the private citizens, on the private individual. If we're serious about going into that market, there's a lot we can do. We have the Nexim Bank, to support agricultural exportation, and I see it functioning. I was a banker for 12 years, and I've seen people, honest farmers, doing export business, actually getting money and support from the Nexim Bank. So I think we should stop sitting down and complaining about government. We should get up there with our hoes, with our farms, and start farming and getting. There's a lot of market for farm in Indonesia, around Africa, in Europe, in America. Even yam is used in industries in China. So we should stop complaining. We have all it takes. We just have to work. Not only yam, we have cassava, we have rice, we have maize, we have sorghum, and there's enough land from here that we can use to farm all this. So let's start investing in agriculture. There's a lot of Chinese people
and they're taking
advantage and using our land to extensive farming. So
all right,
we should stop complaining.
Aliyu, thank you so much for your analysis. A lot of people are going to say, well, there's a lot of land, but the land tenure system, arable land, but how to access it is one thing else. But we thank you very much for talking to us this morning. Aliyu Audu, business analyst, joining us from our Abuja studios. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Well, the cross-section of political